The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Navy midshipmen taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Looking for a crease to the left. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Give to Brown. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nothing but green ahead. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Now on second down after the good first down run. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. On the option. Bring in the heat. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Goes to the option. Gets it past the marker. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll fire. He rifles one deep down the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll run the option. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The pirouette on the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now on the option. Quick toss. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. After getting nothing on the last snap, let's see if they try to run it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Power ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paulo.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Arizona. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pocket starts to collapse. Got it set up on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Woodson. Setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now on second down. The option look. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. It is a great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
This drive facing a little adversity on second and 11. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Nice move to stay on his feet. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Big fullback's got it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on third down. What a weapon.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Navy will have it with a first and goal. On the run, it's Bryant. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two...
Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The offense set for a first down play. The back goes in motion. Here comes the offense on second down. On the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Last two runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to throw. And they got him for the sack. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he's looking downfield. Buys a little time. He'll fire to his right. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Coming in, he wants to go deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Dances away from the D. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, not pretty, but in the end, they're effective and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Right back to the well. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go with a direct snap. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. On the move. Touchdown, Canes! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Getting set for the point after.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Navy will go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. They'll run the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah.
Hits the accelerator to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On the option. Plows through the defense. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2 possessions.
Toss to the left. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They think there's room to run to the right here. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on down.
First down for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Navy. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21.
Miami 28, Navy 21.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. First down to start the drive after the break. This quarterback part of their running game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Getting some heat. Turns it on in midfield. And he's running in the open. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 35 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And here comes the Navy offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On the option. Runs through the tackle. Obliterates him, still on the move. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. To give to the big fullback. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Looking for space. It's Leonard. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Right back to it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Line getting set on second down. Wide out in motion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Right back to the well. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
And now on second down for this offense. Brown has it. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Give to the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Power football with the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports